Months have passed, and we are still leading the same battles. We are still fighting the same war. What do I mean by that? Today, we are covering OMG Network once again. We are doing technical analysis versus dollar versus Bitcoin. I want to show you where we stand and, more importantly, what is ahead of us. But before any of that, I want you to say, "Oh my God." Before the charts, I want to lead you into the world of OMG Network, a quick dive, and show you that OMG is the 100th crypto in the world today, according to these metrics. At this moment, OMG doesn't have even 1 billion market cap, $728 million. So, let's say that we got a lot of room for growth if you believe that OMG will grow. Right here, you are seeing why I brought you here. For a matter of perspective, in the last months of its price action, OMG Network fell more than 55% of its value. A huge fall, at some point probably even more, but always take into account what it has done in the last year, 208% in the green. So overall, despite this bloody month, yearly, we are in an uptrend. We're green. So without any in-depth analysis, this could show you on the grand scale we're bullish. And now I want to go into in-depth. As I said, in-depth scale. Let's do some technical analysis on the daily chart of OMG Network. First, our main nemesis, dollar. After that, let's see where the road is taking us. Travel with me. A second of your time, please. Before you proceed, click all the good buttons that you feel the urge to click. Maybe some of the buttons help us support this channel. Thank you very much. I think by now you know which buttons should be clicked and which are forbidden. Just kidding, nothing is forbidden. It's a free world. Some are just slightly better. You're seeing daily chart of OMG Network versus dollar. Every candle is 1 day, somewhere around this area. We talked about OMG Network and made our price prediction. If you haven't, be absolutely sure to check it out. It could give you some insights for the future of OMG Network. Well, funnily enough, we're almost at the same spot now that we were 3 months ago. Yes, 3 months past. Ladies and gentlemen, is it funny? Is it sad? I don't know, but it's not that we were in a straight line from this point to that point. We fight our battles. Look at this. Pretty high volatility, but price-wise, we haven't moved much. We even at one point plunged below that level. In this video, I gave you the level of $7 as a pretty significant resistance. Well, obviously, this level of around $7 was broken here at the end of March, beginning of April, and we lived there for quite some time, making us to believe that the resumption to the upside is on the way. But the big crash came, and we are now back below that $7. Therefore, I said at the beginning of the video, we are fighting the same battles, because once again, this line of resistance and support is again above us. So again, we gotta fight this $7 to make it a support, not a resistance as it is at the moment. Why I'm talking about $7, once again, I'm referring to the last video. Check it out. Things would look great if it wasn't that horrible pullback. 77%. Ladies and gentlemen, at one point, OMG was touching $15, but in a matter of days, unbelievable, crushed all the way $3. Of course, it is logical that now we need some time to recover, but I know there are a lot of bears out there, and you know who I'm talking to, who believe that OMG will not succeed. I'm sorry guys, but although we had this huge correction, I will still not pull out my bear flag waving surrender. No. Yes, we had a pretty huge dip. We gotta recover, but I believe we will recover. That is the premise of the game. Now, as we roared to the highs from that point of above $7, all the way from the February, if we make it a resistance, well, it was like it was expected. It's clearly a line that OMG is having trouble with, right? And their friends, this resistance, if we drew it a parallel channel to the downside, is giving us upward sloping channel, the clear signs of support, and where OMG was traveling for a few months. It was an absolute valid channel until the point where it broke. Here, at the day of the big crash, we fell below this channel, and we are now living in a downtrend. This upward sloping channel is no longer valid, because check it out, what happened in here. OMG Network's price tried to get back one more time into this channel to the upside, but no, it was too weak. Keep in mind, what was once a big support, this area, yellow area, will now be a big resistance, because it was a pretty big support. As we got resisted here, well, expect a few more times this line to do it. Right now, if we go all the way to, let's say, $8, we could be resisted, and so on, but it's not all doom and gloom. And quite frankly, because of that 70% pullback, I think we won't go lower than those levels in May, this big crash. For me, a more probable option for now is a sideways action, because I don't want to lead you in any false directions. Yeah, we could go up, continue to the downside, but the more probable option is just cooling off period with a sideways action. After that, yeah, then we can talk about big upside. For now, OMG had rough times. As the any other crypto, it need to rest. But once again, what is giving me the bullishness? If I remove all this, first, I will show you the problem ahead of OMG. For example, 89 exponential moving average. What's the problem? I think it's pretty obvious, right? Look at those points of support. But, as I said, what was once support, ladies and gentlemen, you know where I'm getting at. A big resistance. 89 exponential moving average is currently at $7. One more time, we are getting on track to that $7 to prove its significance. If we go right now from the $5.30 to $7, we will be faced with a pretty hard resistance. So what's holding the price? What gives me the bullish narrative? One exponential moving average, a huge one that is not often used. 377 exponential moving average. The guy that at these hard times is doing all he can to hold that price above it. When everything else fails, this guy is holding OMG. But then let's take a different approach. Now you can say, okay, why have you picked 377 besides that it's a Fibonacci number? And I like Fibonacci numbers. For one simple fact that is giving me hope, but not hope, fact on the charts that we will go to the upside after some time. If I travel into the past, around the Christmas when we started our bull run, I mean the big bull move, what was happening here? Didn't we retraced at some point all the way to that 377 exponential moving average on the daily chart? And probably at this point a lot of folks proclaimed OMG dead. Could be, but do you see the fractal sometime on 377 and resumption to the upside? If we go into the present day, few months later, life above the 377, and why not resumption to the upside? As I said, I don't want to mislead you. Have patience, expect sideways, but on the grand scale, I will not call this a bear. We still have proofs, facts that the bull run for OMG and the other friends in crypto land is not over. A quick dive into the OMG versus Bitcoin, because we never looked at it on this channel. I'm kinda curious. Let's go. Now finally enough versus Bitcoin, and this is a rarity. OMG looks stronger than versus USD. Why do I say that? If you can spot it by the naked eye, look at this. Can you say that this upward sloping parallel channel is no longer valid despite this huge pullback? Because OMG had a big pullback on the day of the crash, just as versus USD, and it was pullback of around 60%. But contrary to the chart versus USD, its uptrend is not broken, because we are still in the boundaries of our resistance line and our support lines. So versus Bitcoin, OMG is currently bullish. Not only that, because if I draw you 89 exponential moving average, that right now versus USD is giving us resistance. Ladies and gentlemen, what is happening right now? The same 89, very important obviously, is giving us what? Support. To be frank, I didn't expect such a good picture versus Bitcoin, because versus USD, you know, we have a shabby picture. Versus Bitcoin, in the grand scheme, we are still on our upward trajectory. So yeah, we could expect the strengthening of OMG versus BTC. And even if I plot this 144, which is my default go-to on the daily chart, well, same thing. Those two pretty significant guys are holding the price right now. So versus Bitcoin, OMG is bullish. Versus USD, also generally bullish. But short-term bearishness is ahead of us. So the big bear guys of OMG, the haters, sorry, but it doesn't look so bad that you won. And I know, after I publish this video, I'll meet you in the comments, but that's okay. That's what comment sections is for. And all the buttons that you're seeing on the screen as you're watching this video are also for clicking, subscribing, liking, sharing, all the good stuff. Thank you for participating in this. Watch my other videos from this channel. We're doing the similar thing with all your coins. And I hope by the next time I see you, I will say, oh my god.